Okay, this is part 4 of our monochromatic tile painting. Part 4. And in this part, we're gonna use commercially made stencil. So this is just another way to do it if you didn't make your own stencil like we did previously in our video where we created our stencil on a piece of paper with the transfer that we did ourselves. Okay, this is just another method. Oh, and in our part 3, what we did was we used this type of stencil and we painted over it, right? In our part 3, I'm using our glaze that already dried. This took a long process. There's a little wet spot there. That's the color that it originally was, but now it's nice and dry, and we get to pick a stencil. For example, if you were not in class when we were designing these and you don't have a stencil to work with of your own and you just want to get straight to the painting, we have some commercial stencils that you can use that would work really nice. You have a couple of them to pick from. We have this one for a snowflake, very pretty on blue. These are all really pretty. Different flower designs, botanical designs, mandala designs. Very beautiful and symmetrical. Another snowflake design. Really beautiful. So we've got all of these incredible geometrical symbols, gorgeous flower that you can choose from in class. I'm gonna choose one, but I just want to show you all these amazing stencils I brought to school. Wow. That we can use on our design tiles. Incredible, right? These are all beautiful. So there's definitely a lot to choose from, and it's gonna be just as artistic to scratch and paint the designs on using a commercially made stencil. If you didn't make your own, wow, only dots, how special, right? Very ornate, kind of antique looking. These are absolutely gorgeous. This is just one pack. There is so many of them. I love this one. Leave it on the side. Wow. So just beautiful. I think there's like 60 of them in one pack. It just gives you so many ideas of incredible, interesting, intricately detailed flowers, geometric symbols, sacred symbols, mandalas. They're gonna be wonderful and relaxing to paint on, to scratch on this incredible detail. You can use our scratch tool, or you can use a toothpick, whatever you have handy, or a pen, push pin. It won't scratch the tile underneath, so you can use so many different things to scratch the designs in. Oh, I love that one. Let's leave this one on the side. But it's up to you. Each one is absolutely beautiful. If you choose something too intricate, you might not have enough time in the classroom to finish it. So think about also how hard the design looks like. Oh, all hearts, isn't it really pretty? If it looks like too many designs and too many details for you, maybe pick something slightly easier like this one that doesn't have so much work, but they're all gonna look really pretty. It's up to you. You can challenge yourself, certainly. So these are the special geometrical designs, very symmetrical, radial symmetry. So we have those. I'm gonna put them aside now. I'm wanting to show you a few more that we have to choose from. Like 2 more packs. Guess what? I got us some mushrooms. Some mushrooms, they're really cute. Haha. Lots of different ones. So adorable. And there's a whole stack of them. Whole stack. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous stencils that I got. Oh, look at this one. So adorable with a little snail. Okay, so there are mushrooms. These are slightly larger, but you can adjust it. So if the design is too big, you can just cut off some of the pot. Like for example, these are all cactuses. So if it's too big, just move it around. But cacti, these are for slightly bigger tile, I think. But you can just get the top if it doesn't fit and still have a nice cactus. Cute cactuses. Aloe vera. So it's cute. Maybe if you bring that one larger size of tile to class, you can buy them for like 25 cents, and it's the 6x6 instead of the 4x4. These cacti will fit it perfectly. But there's smaller cacti on these two, like these, and like this ones. So they will fit, and you can move them around, pick which one you want. With flowers. And lastly, what we have here is some butterflies. It also is 6x6. It would be better on the larger tile. I wish that you could bring some tile to class. The larger 6x6 are also very affordable, or just do 1/2, you know, of the butterfly, just one wing if you really want butterfly with this stencil. So they are a little bit bigger. Okay. So let's get to it. I'm gonna put these larger ones on the side. So the butterflies and the cacti are a little larger. The mushrooms are slightly larger too, but they're about 5x5. And the perfect size are the geometric flowers and symbols. So let's start with the pretty one I chose here, like so. So what you can do, there's a couple ways to do it. You can go straight into holding your stencil where you like it and start scratching, or you can take a marker. You can go over the lines and paint over the tile, like so. And then when you take it off, you can add some details by scratching into it. You could do this also without using a marker. You could also use a pencil. So that's up to you. When this is dry, it's not going to hurt the marker. So when the glaze is chalky and dry, the marker can easily paint on top of the glaze, as you can see. And it's not hurting the marker in any way. If it was wet, we could never use the marker again. So don't put a marker over a wet glaze. That's a big no-no. And this is just another technique, because we learned a couple of them, of different techniques how to decorate and paint our tiles. No, I think I forgot a few lines here. This one, I think I forgot that one and that one. So you can always put it back and add few lines that you might have forgotten, like I did. It's not a big deal. You can always go back. But it's even prettier that way. And now you can take your sketch tool and start scratching. You can even scratch out the negative spaces now. Instead of going over the line, going in between the lines and scratch out shapes there, just around the lines. This is called negative space. So the lines, you leave it alone and you scratch around the line. So this is another way to create a great detail. Bring it closer so you can see my stencil here. I'm gonna zoom in. That's better. And you can create your own designs even inside of the flower. I'm gonna add some dots here. This is so much fun. Scratching of the design is just, it's easy. It's not difficult at all. And the stencil, it's also relaxing to trace. And it will come out so pretty, as you can see. So we have those 4 parts of styles of techniques on our video channel, class channel on YouTube, and they're all different, but they're all so much fun, right? This was a lot of fun to make as well. As was our first one with our own stencil that we made. That was fun as well. So you can try this at home as well. Like I said, these tiles are available in Home Depot for about 15 cents now. They used to be like 4 cents a tile for the 4x4. And I think maybe 50 cents at the most for 6x6. This is a 4x4. So very inexpensive. All you're gonna need is bring it to class, because buying them for all 500, we go through our annual budget on that for 525 students. But we'll get you and provide the glaze, and I already got enough for 2 or 3 grades, but I don't have enough for everybody, for sure. And we appreciate parents for sending some home with their student, so that those parents that can't do that will be helped a little bit by those who can. Maybe bring one extra to class for your classmate, a friend maybe that you know might need it. And we're gonna really love and enjoy drawing all these details and scratching these details and having such a beautiful memento to bring home and keep forever. These tiles keep great as coasters, so you can use it. They're practical. And just keep something you made at elementary school for your parents or for your mom on Mother's Day. And I'm just adding a few details in the corners, even without a stencil, just because, just to tie it all in. This is another way. Make a nice tile. If we want to add a shade, remember, we make shades with black and the color, and we make a tint with the color and white. So monochromatic painting, if I mix the blue and the white, it's gonna give me a tint, and when I mix the blue and the black, it's gonna give me a shade. So here I mixed blue and white for the light blue look, and you can see the flowers are light blue, and the shade I created with the black and blue, and I did the leaves with the darker shade. So why don't we make it again here? I'll put some white on my board, and you should have your board too in class that you're painting on. And I'll put some blue in the middle, like so. And then I'm gonna take some black. And don't take too much, because you need only very little of that black because it's so strong. Just take very little, because we're not gonna need that many shades. So divide the blue in half, and mix half into the white, so you have some tint, nice beautiful light white, and mix the rest into the black for the shades. Okay, and now you can add a few details. So I'll add some flowery designs in a corner with this mixed up color on top of my design here in the corner. Maybe I'm gonna add some highlights here and there on the tips of my flowers. Just for the highlights where the sun is kissing it, sun is touching it, saying hello, for those highlights. Here and there. It's gonna give me another shade of color. And talking about shades, I should have said tint of color with white. And for the shades of blue and black, I'm going to underpaint some shades over. And if it's gotten dry like this on you, just add some water, because it's a little harder to create those pretty details when your paintbrush is dry. So it's easier to paint it when you add a little bit of water for that consistency. I'm just putting some shadows here and there. Don't overdo it, because the design was already very pretty the way it was. So don't do too much to it to cover the whole design again. You wouldn't want that. You just want to add a little bit extra for a little difference in color, but not too much to cover the design. And when you're happy with it, I'll add a few more highlights here as they're gonna mix in over that black so it's not so dark in the middle. And when you're happy with it, we're gonna just put it in the kiln and fire it on high until the glaze develops nice, and we just can't wait how it's gonna turn out looking. But I love how this one looks like, and I can't wait to see yours. Now is your turn.